Hi, my name is Bob Allen, and I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about my back. Started having an issue about 15 or 16 years ago, shortly after the kids were born, between being a dad, being a coach, owning a small business, all the usual stresses that we share here in Northern Virginia. It builds up, and every couple of years I'd have a spasm. I'd crawl off to the chiropractor, they'd straighten me out, I'd get more or less functional, and I'd go back on with my life. I'm very active. I used to do a lot of trail running, mountain biking. Now I've shifted more to road biking, a lot of paddle boarding. I'm always outside, but I would always have this pain, and I would just deal with it. I just thought, like, that's life. Just just have to put up with it. And every couple of years, I'd have a spasm, and I'd be back to the chiropractor, and it would start all over again. This past fall, I had a minor incident. Went to the chiropractor before it got worse, and Dr. Brandon said, Bob, you've been coming in here for how many years? It's the exact same story every time you come in. Why don't you give it a try? And I finally said, what the hell? Let's see how it works. I don't want to be dealing with this for the next 20 years. So let's do an experiment. It has been transformative. I can't tell you how dramatic. Between doing a lot of yoga, losing weight, and being dedicated on this chiropractic care, it's completely changed my life. This past February on Valentine's Day, my wife and I actually left our kids for the first time in 10 years, and we went out to Utah and we went skiing. I didn't start skiing until I was in my 40s. My wife has been skiing literally her entire life, like 4 years old. She's amazing. I've never been able to ski with her. And in addition to her just being better than I am, it was also fear. I did not want to be on a big mountain and I fall and I hurt myself, or after a couple of days, I start having this pain. So then I would have to take some time off, or I would cut the day short because I would start to have fatigue. And this was the first time that I was actually able to go out west with my wife and enjoy 4 days together, skiing every day, having a wonderful time. And it was because I had the confidence that I wasn't going to end up in a bad spot. And I cannot encourage you enough. If you have the same sort of situations I do, I actually finally got diagnosed with lumbar scoliosis. That turns out to be kind of the root of this thing I've been dealing with. I've got a couple of tears in my discs. So I finally know what my issue is. I am on a treatment plan with Dr. Brandon. So I've got the chiropractic. I'm doing some massage, doing a lot of Bikram yoga. Also just losing weight and having, general health and trying to be active. And it's changed my life. And it's not just for right now. I'm almost 50. Our kids are at the tail end of high school. We're going to be empty nesters in a couple of years. So where my wife and I are is not just what are we doing now, not just what are we doing this summer, but what do we want our lives to be like in 5 years or 10 years or 20 years? Do we want to be sedentary? Do I want to be in pain? Do I not want to be able to do things with her, not be able to do things with the kids, not do the things that I love and enjoy? Or do I want to be able to have an active life? And with how much progress that I've made over the last 6 months, I am much more optimistic about that future. So if you've been dealing with it, you've been muscling through, I would encourage you, listen to what Dr. Brandon tells you, stick with the program, commit to it, and hopefully, God willing, it'll have the same effect on your life that it has on mine. Good luck. God bless your back. And, here's to a healthier future. Goodbye.